Now, the online diary of a member of the London Ambulance Service has become one of the most popular blogs online. The diary has now been turned into a book. It's called Blood, Sweat and Tea, and its author Brian Kellett joins us now. Brian, you write under a pseudonym, actually. I'll just grab your book. Here it is. You write under the pseudonym of Tom Reynolds, for anybody who's thinking about purchasing this particular book. What's in it?
It's basically the real-life stories of me herring around East London in an ambulance.
You get the call to go to an incident and you deal with it.
Exactly. I do it day in and day out. Then I go home, write about it on my webpage, and the publishers came along and said, "Hey, we'd like to turn it into a book," and there it is.
I'm sure there are daily dramas as an ambulance driver or anybody involved in paramedic activities, but is there really enough there to sustain? I don't know how many pages this is. Over 200 pages.
Well, every job's different, every day's different. We might go to the same type of job every day, but every patient is different. I may go to a chest pain, one moment it's a little old lady in a house, the next moment it's a 27-year-old who's had too much cocaine. So there's plenty of material to write about, and I've been writing the blog for 3 years, and I've still got plenty of material.
How's it changed since you've been doing the job?
Since I've been doing the job, our training has got a lot better. Now we can diagnose heart attacks and take them to one of the top centres for treatment, rather than just taking them to your normal accident and emergency. Our major incident training is constantly being updated. I'm on a course this week where they're teaching me all the new stuff that's come out. So it's constantly evolving.
Do you get the feeling that as life and society gets easier in some respects, safer, that people are more and more interested in the underbelly of life, that people like those who work in the police service, ambulance service, actually occupy?
I think there's always been an interest in that sort of thing, and that's why you have the popularity of TV programmes like Casualty and ER. My take on it is, what I write is reality TV crossed with the drama of Casualty, telling exactly what's going on, what happens behind those closed ambulance doors, what happens in that crack house down the street, and people are quite interested in that.
Are there times when you're doing the job, which must have its horrors, we can all understand that, when you question whether you've gone into the right job?
I never question it.
Really?
Because, absolutely, even if it's a horrible job. For example, I went to a lady who the neighbours had thought had died. She hadn't, but she was very close. We managed to keep her alive long enough to get to hospital, where her family could then gather round and say their final goodbyes. And that is a victory for us. So, no, I love the job, because I get out there and I can help people.
And how much of writing this, not just the book, but the blog as well, was designed to make people understand what it is that guys like you face on a daily basis?
It very quickly turned into that. When I first started writing the blog, it wasn't necessarily about the ambulance service, but people became interested in it. And people just don't understand how the different ranges of jobs that we go to. So it's a chance to let people know what happens. I get called to people who've had verrucas for 2 weeks. They dial 999 and get an ambulance. And likewise, I get called to people who are very close to death.
Well, it's a job that we're grateful that you do, and I'm sure many people will take great interest in your book, under the name of Tom Reynolds rather than your real name, Brian.